What's up, y'all?
What it do, man? What's happening?
BFA crew back on deck.
It's been a minute, man.
It's been a minute,
bro.
Oh, man.
How y'all feeling?
Great.
Feeling
I'm
good.
feeling good.
Okay.
Besides my pains.
Besides what?
Besides my pains.
Yeah, P. He still got the pain.
Still got pain.
Disc in the back.
Still got pain, but at least you got a plan to work on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that. So
thank you.
We got to get into what y'all been on since we've been gone, man. Let's start off with G. How was your Father's Day? What you been up to? What's been going on in your world, brother?
Man, you know what? I think this is like the best Father's Day. Cause like you said, like this is a first time for it's going to be a long time. You know what I'm saying? I got both of my kids, my lady, Father's Day. That like this is the first time I got.
And it's gonna be the only one. That's your first.
Only first.
So that's amazing.
Like you said. So that Father's Day was dope for me, man. I got stuff I didn't even think I was gonna get. Got great gifts. Like shout out to Babe for that.
Your gifts were very impressive.
Yeah, man. And then my kids made it special. They was there with me.
Man.
That's what's
I ain't even want nothing else. Like I'm good. That's all that mattered.
Super dope.
What about yours, Bob?
My Father's Day was good. You know what I mean? I start getting my son's 6 now, but I feel like people ain't feel like I was a dad. So this the first year where people was really like hit me up like, oh man, I wish I would have hit you this morning. It was like, you know, they're trying to give me some extra love.
Yeah.
Probably because I be posting both of them now. So
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Acknowledgement.
It was good
10.
though. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, we need that.
Oh yeah, and before she goes next, we got a special guest in the building with us today. Miss K is in here. You know.
Thank you.
So we definitely happy to have her.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Welcome
My
to
sister?
the BFA podcast. This is Perry's sister. So she's going to be giving us a woman's perspective on things.
Absolutely.
And, you know what I'm saying? Letting us know what's on her mind.
She is on business. Like I said, ain't that right, Kay? Yep. Absolutely.
No hesitation.
Ain't no smile, no nothing. Like she on her A game. Like yeah, they didn't think I was ready for this shit. Okay, all right.
So how has your last week or couple of weeks been?
My last week's been great. My Father's Day, I was actually in Florida, but I still reached out to my dad and asked him, you know, what he would have liked, and we dropped those items off to him. I don't have any children, so, you know, I didn't have a baby father or anything to, you know, cater to or do anything for, anything of that nature. But overall, being in Florida and hanging out during that time, it was extremely a time to remember. I was there with obviously my sister Perry and everybody else. It was a real cool time, and to be able to celebrate and be there with Brittany while she, you know, catered and took her husband on a Florida trip. I think that was really dope.
That was super
yeah, that
dope.
was dope, man.
Yeah. I was happy to see.
Shout out to Brittany, man.
Yeah, shout out to Brittany.
Shout out to Britt. I was real happy to see the women in my brother's lives step up in such a big way this Father's Day. They was handing out cash, doing trips, doing all type of shit. So we're gonna give them a round of applause. For the ladies that deal with us, BFA brothers. Salute to y'all. Last but not least, P.
Petro Peen.
How has your last couple of weeks been as well as your Father's Day, since niggas was taking big boss trips and resorts and shit?
Florida was real fun. The alligators out there, I didn't know they was that serious, but the alligators is serious out there.
Yeah.
So they be like walking around?
Walking around in the water, making this weird ass noise. Like you gotta look on YouTube, like to hear the noise. Like if it's a lot of them,
yeah,
the noise is irritating. So
like
I'm out there trying to
tunnel?
smoke my blunt, and they like,
They were everywhere.
or something like
I
that
never knew
type
they
shit.
even
Like
made no noise.
it's a stupid ass noise, bro. Irritating. It sounded like you had to be like 100 of them out there.
It put you in a mindset of like a loud ass cricket, like a more aggressive cricket type of noise. But it happened every night. We were there from about 6 p.m. all the way until like probably the middle of the
so
night.
they only do it in the evening?
Yeah, like you could tell that's probably when they hunt the most.
Oh, okay.
So they be making these noises, but it was a million of them though.
So like y'all just went to like y'all asked people what that noise was because y'all heard it so much, or they just told
Gators.
Well, yeah, that and we looked it up on YouTube. Like, damn, like what is that? Because we seen the alligator sign and we seen the turtle sign, and Kay and King, they seen a turtle and
Actual
alligator,
yeah.
and they ran back to the
Yeah, I most definitely ran.
I remember my Florida trip. I used to make my little brother these lizards. I was like, get it. He was acting scared. So yeah, I remember that.
It ain't nothing to get. You might get bit.
Yeah, nah, they little though. He was scared. Though.
And what was it? Cottonmouth snakes.
Yeah,
they got cottonmouth snakes out there, and they venomous.
Mm-hmm.
Just ask
How did it feel to be able to take your kids to? Is it Disney World or Disneyland?
Disney World.
That's like a huge goal that a lot of parents set to be able to do. And for you to be able to do that for multiple children, I thought that for you and your wife, that was super duper dope. So how did that feel as a dad to like knock that goal off your list?
And seeing them smiles and ask for everything, it felt great.
That's super
It was
dope.
expensive, but it was great.
Nigga, I didn't go to Disney World until I was 18, nigga.
I think my auntie probably took me. I had to probably be like 10 or 11 because by June I had to be
No,
Like
you was
a
older
baby.
than that.
so probably what, like 12, 13.
You 7 years. No, you probably like 14.
No.
'Cause she was what? With Amrod then, right?
No.
Oh no, before that.
Yeah.
Dang,
14
years.
years.
It might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have been.
So yeah, so I had to
12,
be like
13.
10. So yeah.
Oh, then 10.
And I remember it was super dope. So
Dang, did we go twice then?
A lot of walking.
A lot of
we went to like
Greg, I was pushing a
retreat with
double
famous
stroller.
People, but it was something
and
similar.
it's
but I
hot.
don't think it was
Was
that.
y'all out there at midday or y'all waited till like?
Morning time, midday, nighttime.
It don't matter. In
I know
Florida,
y'all was
it's gonna be hot
fatigued.
and
That
wet.
sun had y'all tired.
Definitely needed.
And that was
water.
actually my first time going, and I'm 29, so it was really something to take in.
Yeah, that's dope. That's super dope. And you had the privilege to watching your nieces and nephews.
Right,
go
absolutely.
For the first time. Yep,
Mhm.
that's super dope. I love family trips, couple trips. Like that should be lit.
Right.
Ain't nothing better.
if you go with the right people.
That's
Right.
a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing better than going with
And if you got the right treats.
You like with at least like 2, 3 homeboys and
Yeah.
that girl.
Man,
That's
lit.
the most fun
Shout
you
out to
gonna
Puerto
have,
Rico
man.
coming in November.
Oh, and let me say
Yeah.
something else about Florida. Y'all gotta have medical cards to go out there. So I actually ran into somebody that had some great weed,
Yeah.
and it made the trip more fun.
Dope.
I got to get
Most
high.
definitely.
Yeah, that's what's
She was
up.
gonna have a rough one without it.
I was like, man, I kept going to Walgreens buying blacks. I'm like, man, I'm getting tired of these blacks.
Right.
Somebody got to know somebody.
So let's get into these quick hits for the day. We're going to start off with Derek Chauvin getting 22 and a half years. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate it. Ain't enough.
It
Ain't enough.
It's not really
I agree.
celebratory thing because I feel like he should have got life, but unfortunately the statutes with those certain laws, I think the max was only 40-something years, right?
Right.
Yeah, so
That's what he should have got done.
and he's how old? 40s or 50s?
I think he in his late 40s.
40s. Yeah, I think
Yeah, so he's still
done for.
he's still gonna have life left though. Like I don't want him to have no
Yeah, you're
life.
right.
Like,
At
the
all.
same way you was bold and took that life, like you need to go sit down and
Right.
have your ass just sitting.
It should have at least been 29.9 years.
Yeah, like
29.9
I feel like they should
seconds.
have minimum gave him a 30 ball.
30.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you leave here, like you shouldn't be able to just walk standing up.
Wait, no, I mean 9 minutes and
Well,
you wanna see some
29
hunch
seconds.
on
My
him?
bad.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I want that hump that the white grandmas and shit
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
about the
He
grocery
deserve that.
store leaning forward. I want him to walk out.
What's
Back in
crazy
Notre
is that
Dame.
we gotta be not okay with it, but we never seen nothing like that really
Yeah.
happen. You know what I mean? Like
Ever.
publicized at least. Like that's enough time for us to be like, all right, we getting the ball rolling
Right.
for the next. You know what I mean?
Like we seen them kill us with shooting hundreds of times, but
Right.
to
A knee.
physically just take the air out of a person, like
Right.
with
Right.
no remorse, like you just
Nah.
sitting there with a straight ass face.
And
Lying
the whole
after
thing
the fact.
televised.
That shit was crazy.
Just looking at the camera and shit.
Right.
Telling the witness to back. Like,
In my opinion, I feel like anybody that commits any type of murder, I don't think they should even have to go to jail. I think that they should immediately be killed. That's just
deep.
my opinion. I mean, we sit and we say, okay, you know, you got 22 years. You might we talk too much about them being able to get out and still have some life.
Right.
I feel like I don't want you to have no motherfucking life no more, even at this point.
An eye for an
just
eye.
off of the fact that you can still get your 3 hots in the couch. You can still some way, somehow talk to your kids every day on the phone. You can still get these visits. Fuck that. You need to be in the same position you left somebody else in. I don't care for jail time. I care for you to be in the same predicament you left that person in.
She cooking.
That's heavy.
Agreed.
That's heavy.
Agreed.
I want to know his exact age though, because
He ain't gonna make it.
he need to be the fuck.
He ain't gonna make it.
Yeah. Do you think he gonna be in PC the whole time?
Most definitely, even once he gets out.
He 45 years old,
He
March
don't have a
19th,
choice.
1976.
Okay.
They're going to have to
Appreciate you
protect
looking
that
that
man.
Most
He going to have the
definitely.
most peaceful 20-something years that anybody ever could go through in there. He going to have to.
Yeah, because
They're never
if
gonna
he
keep
go
him
out
alive.
to general population, it's over.
Even for a day or
Yeah.
two.
It's a wrap.
I don't think that he would make it, but at least he got some time. It was better than what they gave the bitch Amber Geiger. She
Right.
only got 10. And she
Right.
walked in the nigga crib that was
Right.
chilling and killed
Right.
him. So
Or even if we going off of the Breonna Taylor case where,
Right.
you know, wasn't no time served and that woman was asleep, that was extremely ridiculous. And that's why I think I have such a strong passion with feeling like if that's something that you can do, take somebody's life, you don't deserve to be here unless it was accidental.
right,
Because I don't know if you guys remember about the case a couple years back where the father accidentally shot his 4-year-old daughter because he thought she was a burglar. So, I mean, he still went to jail. I mean, she passed away and he's still serving time now. In that case, I still feel like he was wrong, of course, but I have a little bit more sympathy because it wasn't intentional.
Accident. Yeah,
and of course,
okay.
you got to think about his mindset, living in jail every day, knowing you killed your own child accidentally.
Right.
So I just
That's
feel like
enough
it's
guilt.
different circumstances.
having to live with that thought is kind of like being dead
That's- yeah.
because
Right.
you're never gonna be happy at no
Exactly.
point, no matter like what goes that you knock out, knowing that you did that to your own child. is
He
gonna
in
fuck
2
you up.
prisons. He
Exactly.
in prison as
Yep,
far as
and
mentally, and
mentally
he
in
in prison
prison. Yep.
physically. That's something that he can't bounce back from.
That's a fact. Okay, for the next quick hit, Carmelo Anthony and Lala Anthony.
I'm sad about that one, man. That hurt.
Man, Carmelo,
I ain't know he was wilding out like that, having
He
that many
been
babies
wilding
and
out.
stuff.
He been
It's not
wilding out
wild,
for a
it's
long
years.
A
time.
little daughter,
He been mellow.
twins. Like, he been over that, I guess, huh?
That's
I don't
like
think-
the second one,
It's
right?
not him been over. It's
Second
she-
time
she
publicly
getting
the
over it.
been?
second publicly.
Yeah.
Second one publicly been.
Yeah,
And she can't. She feel like she can't take no more. I don't blame her.
She out.
Lala
though.
got options because she a bad bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
She is, but you
saying?
know,
Yeah, she's
Lala
extremely
like
beautiful.
68.
Who cares?
She ain't no
You
damn
can tell-
'Cause
68.
she got the money to keep looking 30 something. So shit.
The thing about it is, she shouldn't have never trusted a nigga who can't shoot a free throw. That's just how I feel.
Okay.
That's just plain and simple. I mean, in my opinion, as a woman, I feel like that's my deal breaker. If a person cheats on me, it's that we can't come back from that.
One time it's over.
One time it's over, and I'm living proof of that. And I've left a 7-year relationship because I started to be cheated on, and that's something that I don't regret. I just honestly feel like at that point, I'm not the one for you anymore because you've been able to, you know, put your eyes on somebody else. Now, I do know men that have made those mistakes and, you know, let it be that one time and have bounced back from it. So when I say my opinion, it's not to, you know, down anybody else and their personal
right.
situations or anything of that nature. I just feel like as a
you.
woman, I wouldn't be able to be with you the same way. Let me say that. I would have to wonder when you going to the store, is you going to a chick house? If it, at this point now I'm in a prison trying to still love you when we already had genuine love before you made this decision. So that's why I just really feel like with Lala, she should have left him, you know, the first time he got the baby on her. Once she decided to stay, I feel like if you're going to stay, in my opinion, I feel like stay and shut the fuck up. That's kind of how I feel. Don't stay and you badgering the nigga and you did, oh, you still cheat. That's just how I feel. So now that he done did it again, now it's all of this, you know,
Like a shame on
media,
her.
yeah, and all of this. But I'm just kind of like, this is the same nigga that did the same thing already.
Okay, so what type of cheating are you basing you leaving off of? Are you talking about if you go through a nigga phone and see him texting?
No, I'm
talking
talking about sex.
physical
Yeah, I'm
sex?
talking about
Okay.
physical. I can bounce back from if you know, I'm going through your phone.
Any form of sex or
Any form of sex,
Okay.
or whether it's you having regular sex. I just feel like, you know, once you've got there,
yeah.
you got to go stay with her. And like I said, this is just my opinion.
Do you feel like there's any situation where it could be tolerated, like some type of serious mistake or something, or you feel like the sex is bottom line. Like I'm stopping there. Any type of whatever. You could be drunk, high, don't matter. You just out. Or you feel like sometimes it could be excused.
I don't feel like it's excusable.
Just at all.
Because I feel like everybody know what they doing. I feel like, whether you was drunk or high or whatever, even with drunk or high, they say a sober mouth don't tell no tales. Mm-hmm. So even if you drunk, something inside of you still wanted to do that, even as sober you. It's how I feel. Mm-hmm. So now I got to wonder every time you have a drink if you want to cheat. Yeah. You ain't that cute. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a vote. Do y'all think she's gonna fully go through with it, or do you think she just calling this bluff, trying to scare him straight? I think she gonna go through with it.
It's been years though. Yeah, like it gotta be
so
now.
You said it's over.
She mentally already checked out.
Yeah.
I think she
already
she
doing sex scenes and shit.
She didn't start doing the sex scenes and showing titties and ass on TV until after he did that.
I think it's gonna be some hot Stella got her groove back type shit. I think she done.
So
with it.
We all think it's over.
I'm gonna help her get a groove back.
And if y'all know that she's really close friends with Kim Kardashian, who is also divorcing Kanye West right now. So I think that friend going through it too kind of gave her that gist in a way to kind of like have a bit of more strength than what she had before.
They gonna have a party.
Yeah, a crazy party too.
If they didn't have one yet.
I can dig it.
Why do women celebrate breakups so hard?
They love to celebrate breakups.
They really do.
It's like, were you really ever happy then? Cause
and
they let us celebrate everything.
Yeah.
I think
I be celebrating like a motherfucker too though.
Yeah,
but your boys don't join in how women all join in. Women are
we always be fucked up because every time I leave something, he be starting something. When he leaves something, I be starting something. So we can't really get it in and party right because you still want to be cool and you don't want to take your boy off of his, you know what I'm saying, path. Like, come out with me, bro. Let's do this and that. Living as a single nigga when he got something solid going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm out here, and when you out here solo, you just be feeling weak as a bitch. Like,
God knew not to let us be single at the same time.
Yeah, it probably would have been
Shaq and Kobe.
A Milwaukee Hazard.
It would have been. No, it just would have been. Just think about it.
Hey, I don't want to think about it.
Yeah,
I think it kind of all depends on how the relationship ended. Because speaking for myself, I celebrated most definitely once I went a whole year after my 7-year relationship, and it was off of how it branched off and how it ended. I had to find a lot of strength to get past it. So I think once you able to look back and not be where you were, whether it's mentally or emotionally, I think that is cause for celebration. And of course, us as women, we're more emotional than what you men are. So y'all probably been left somebody and be like, okay, I ain't been with the bitch for a year, but I ain't really tripping on it. Versus a woman, we tend to have to pick ourselves up more after a breakup, should I say.
I salute you because I never, ever, ever thought I would have saw that. But salute.
Thank you.
But this is the thing, though. Damn, what else was I finna say? It just went away.
Do the dip.
No, it ain't the dip. There's something about. I forgot. Fuck it.
All right. The next quick hit, it was an article that we all came across, but I think Perry, he presented it to us first about cocaine residue being found inside of some
baby bottles.
Mm-hmm. And I believe both of the parents got charged, but Perry, he got more details with that story.
Yeah, so basically mom and dad was getting high off of cocaine. They left the residue on the living room table, and the kids somehow got it on the bottles, and they put the bottles in their mouth, ingested the cocaine. The parents are in jail right now. So
that's not even the way you're supposed to do cocaine, like in your fucking mouth for a baby.
How they get caught?
I don't even know. I think they called the police. It said in the article
because they probably had to take the kids to the hospital.
It probably was a formula mix-up. Like I thought this was formula on the table, and they scooped it on.
That's why you shouldn't have it in the house.
Damn,
you shouldn't have it in nowhere.
You shouldn't be doing it.
Of course.
Damn. So, did they say the age of the child?
No, they didn't say the age.
But it had to be a baby.
I mean, it's a
bottom, so it could be
maybe
2 or under
6 to 9 months type shit.
I was telling my brother on the way here when he was talking to me about this topic.
Maybe 2 was getting the bottle.
The white ones.
Yeah, and they was white.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
I was telling Perry on the way here when he was talking to me about this topic. I told him, I said, that's something that I take very seriously because Perry know that from ages 21 to 26, I actually sold cocaine for a very long time, and I was very good at it. So I actually had a guy come to me and tell me, he asked me to stop serving his mom. He told me whatever his mom shot with me with, he would pay me that weekly to stop serving his mama. And at that point, like I tell everybody in my family, that was a breaking point for me to stop doing it as a whole. Because it was the look in his eyes when he was begging me, like, to just please stop. Yeah. So when you hear these type of things now, when it's getting found in baby bottles and things of that nature, that's a very, 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 very strong drug. So for you to be careless with it, I mean, if you are doing that and you some way, somehow, to mix it up with formula, I feel like you deserve to be exactly where you at. And that's just from personally being somebody that dealt with it and served it and things of that nature. I've really watched my most normal looking customers over the years turn into the worst looking people, and when you look back on that, you realize that I had a lot to do with that. So I took that specific topic very personally.
So I found the article. It was a 4-month-old who died from cocaine ingestion.
Damn.
Parents arrested. 4 months old. Newberry County, South Carolina.
Wow. R.I.P. to that.
It's unfortunate.
To that baby that didn't even get a chance to live or nothing, man. People
It's tough.
make ignorant ass choices.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the guy here that jumped off the bridge after he got into the car accident?
Yes, I seen that.
Oh yeah, my sis was telling me about that.
That was wild.
They saved him.
Oh, they ended up saving him?
Yeah,
They ended up saving him.
But I seen him jump, so did they just save him once he fell?
Once he jumped over it, the same people, the ambulance people that was there for the car incident already, one of them had ran over there to already grab his arm. But since he was so, his jump was so strong, a lot of his weight obviously went all on her. So the 3 other medics came to help her pull him up. So, I mean, like I told Perry on the way here, if it wasn't for that one medic, he would not have made it at all.
The way the accident happened looked so crazy. Like, it wasn't no car that got in his way. Like, he just hit a pole hard as hell.
Yeah.
So he smacked somebody.
No, he smacked the pole.
Smacked the pole.
He got out and was like, I'm tired of taking fucking losses. Like, just mad, yelling at himself. And he was like, that bridge looked good as hell.
It's like when you throw the controller when you're losing the 2K.
Yeah, I'd
You can't control yourself.
I think it highlighted mental awareness. Like, you never know what somebody else going through, because I mean, car accidents happen all the time.
Serious.
It's extremely important. I feel like that's why we shouldn't judge, other people, because we never know what somebody else's storm is.
It's almost like he had a form of survivor's remorse. Like, you just dodged death, and you like, fuck that, I'm finna die. Like, no, that was like your chance to get your shit right.
Right.
Yeah. It's just a car. But
it's just a car. But people don't be thinking about it like that.
Once you jump off that bridge, there ain't no comeback.
They be thinking about how much the insurance is about to charge them.
Thinking about all types of shit.
Thinking about Ubers and shit.
Yeah. It's just
my
a car.
insurance going up.
Nah. You don't need all that. It's just a car. Walk away. Walk away. You got that one.
It's not that deep.
You did it once, you could do it twice.
Well, I'm glad to hear that he was saved.
Able to be saved.
I'm glad that those people was there to help him out, but that brother got to get some mental health work. Go see a psychiatrist or something. Get that shit off of him. The next hot take: the Bucks and the motherfucking playoffs.
Oh yeah, man, Bucks and 5.
Bucks and 5.
Bucks and 5.
Yeah,
Bucks and 5.
The city feeling like Ray Allen back. This is like this real Milwaukee right now. Real Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel like
Fear the deer?
They restored the feeling to the city?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it's been a dark cloud over us, not just sports wise, but just in general with the stolies and the violence and all of the bullshit.
It still is, but it's a little.
Man, when they be showing the downtown area of Milwaukee, like I just be like,
so lit.
I can't believe.
But then they show Atlanta's, you be like,
right?
Like, damn, they got lights, buildings, skyscrapers.
But they hood is right right around the corner the same way as ours.
But our downtown don't look like that. Ain't no lights, ain't no big nice bridge with the, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't none of that.
They trying to get it together.
They showed that shit down there, man.
The
That
Bucks
shit was old buildings.
When this ring is gonna be a whole lot of new shit.
Old buildings and shit. We had one tall building. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Kevin Durant fan. I was salty that the Bucks made it.
Chill.
Damn.
Nappy.
I'm a huge Kevin Durant fan.
Whatever team Kevin Durant on, my sis on.
I'm a huge Kevin Durant fan. So I was against the Bucks, you know.
So you against the Bucks?
I was against the Bucks when he was going against. No, when they was going against the Nets, I was rooting for a KD team. But now, you know, they did beat their team, so I've been rooting for them since then.
Okay.
So for about 2 days.
Okay.
One day. No, I'm just playing.
What you gonna say, brother?
Okay, so what is y'all predictions?
Bucks and 5.
Bucks and 5.
Bucks and 5.
Bucks
yeah.
and 6.
I'm going with Cuz Bucks and 6.
I think Lil Trey got another game in him.
It's not about
Like
him. The Bucks are gonna give him one because they just want to watch.
For the money.
Giannis is unstoppable.
The city need games. Like we need some more games.
Oh, it's another round after this.
Nah, but they're gonna.
Well,
That's
fuck it,
gonna
it might
be
be
That's
pushed.
the
game
finals.
7 then.
We got to get to the
That's gonna be
finals.
pushed too.
That's when they gonna fight the hardest.
So what y'all think will happen in the finals?
I think it's gonna be
Your unbiased opinion.
the Milwaukee versus AZ thing all over again.
All over again, yeah.
Bucks and the Suns.
We should take a weekend BFA trip to AZ.
Bucks and the Suns.
That'd be fire.
It's not gonna cost that much. My mama and them down there, like,
That's fire.
we could figure that shit out.
Yeah, AZ, man.
That would be cool, just for like 2 days. Go
I
check
wish
out
we
a
had
game
one in
and
the
feel
city
good.
though.
Yeah,
Championship game in the city.
We will if we get to the finals.
It's gonna be bananas.
If we get to the finals, they
Yeah.
gotta come to Milwaukee.
right.
Right.
But we don't know.
It's gonna be in July. It's gonna be in July.
How do they choose?
But we
though?
don't know how it's gonna last game.
The Bucks
gonna be,
had the Phoenix had the better record, so after the first 2 games, they come here Milwaukee 2 games.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
yeah.
then go back and forth until whoever wins.
Yeah.
So it's safe
like,
to
but
say-
I'm saying like we win it here though.
Yeah.
Like at the parade.
Y'all can do the
right
parade.
here.
Y'all can do the
The
parade.
city would go crazy.
I'm going to the parade.
You know how many?
I think I'm gonna take my babies to the parade.
I'm going to the parade.
It's gonna be
'Cause-
gun smoke everywhere. It's gonna be beautiful.
Mine is Bucks and 5 or 7. It might go to 7.
In the finals?
To 7. Yeah, it's
I
gonna
say
have,
6.
It's gonna have to go to 6
Bucks
or
and
7 though.
6.
It's
Bucks
not
and
gonna be
6.
no sweep one way.
Against Phoenix, Bucks in 6. Because we're going to beat the Hawks in 5. So that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be lit.
Sounds about right.
I'm gonna be watching, keeping my eye out.
Go Bucks, go.
Yeah. Okay, so this topic, and I'm so glad my cousin is here to my right. I stumbled upon this topic yesterday. Me and the fellas, we all was at my aunt's little puppy's birthday party, Lexi. Happy
Shout out
birthday,
Lex.
Happy
Lexi.
birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Lexi.
birthday.
And fellas came to my crib afterwards, and we were just talking how we always do, and we stumbled upon this topic of foot fetishes. Now, Greg has been the only man that I know of in my lifetime that has like a legit foot fetish.
For sure.
For
sure.
example,
For sure.
I'll just be minding my business, living my life, and I'll get a picture of some social media feet. Like, these the ones, bro. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about person feet, bro. Like, I'm not into that. Like,
It's a mental illness.
but he be so adamant and
He's the
serious about
one.
these
That
feet.
shit matters.
It
So
absolutely
then-
matters though.
It matters.
Yesterday, my point was to make him feel crazy about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, P, this nigga Greg be on this feet shit, and nigga P like, yeah, me too. I'm like, I feel like I'm in the Matrix and shit. Like,
It matters.
Listen, I done been with these niggas more
that
than
shit
half
matter.
of their whole life, and this shit is just
That shit fucking
bizarre.
Yeah, me.
Like, they was telling me, I said, would you take a dime in the face, no ass, no body, with beautiful feet, or will you take a 6 in the face, thick, flawless body with jacked up feet? And they both was like, I'm taking, oh, and I said the one that's thick and funny looking got a bag. Perry was like, give me the dime piece with the pretty feet. And Greg was like, I need that bag.
I got my own money first, so fuck her back. Can you be sexy to me? That's what matters.
So feet,
that's what I need.
So feet can only be sexy. Like a woman can't be sexy and have ugly feet.
You ever seen Boomerang?
They can.
Yeah. They have socks on
And you
this
see
shit.
how he looked when he seen him. He was like, "Oh my god, she had fucked up feet."
Do you feel like you seeing that as a child kind of
That was Boomerang, right?
stayed
With Eddie Murphy.
in your mind, like gave you that standard?
No, I'm gonna tell you the story when I really knew
The sheets and shit.
I was a fan of like legs and calves and feet. All right, I had this Spanish teacher. She was light skinned. She was tall. She was.
I had a substitute teacher that was Spanish. Shout out to Miss Mio. You remember her, P?
Man.
You substitute for Miss Jackson.
And we loved her though. Like we used to like she was
You
our
were
Miss
living with
Trinidad
Coco.
in the 7th grade, and she would like hang her shoe off her foot and with her legs.
I remember
crossed.
when they used to do
She would
that.
twirl it, and I'd be like,
Little teacher bitch.
I was like, damn,
That's heavy.
that's sexy as fuck. And I'm in the 7th grade going crazy. All of us like, oh, she got the thigh out. Like how Martin said, that shit was true. So that's where my foot fetish started. Like I felt like a woman has to be like this. She was sexy. She came in, had her hair down, nice little work outfit on, and then it's just sexy. Feet are sexy. You don't want no woman with no big ass feet talking about, oh babe, I was standing on my feet all day and they just hurt. Can you rub them? I'm gonna be like,
12 on it.
No.
the fuck is this? Like, okay, well, I got a massage gun. We can use that. I'm not touching those.
Okay, so I'm asking past tense, no disrespect to either one of you's current situations. Would pretty feet stop you from beating something back in the day?
I'm beating.
Oh,
Nothing
no,
will
no.
stop me from that. You
Keep-
have to have,
keep
you
your
have to have
socks
an
on.
STD.
Keep your
You don't
socks
have
on.
to have one of the big Jones to stop me.
Yeah, I was with Greg. Keep your socks
Keep your
on.
socks on. Yeah.
I do not. All right, so my
And,
girl
and you
now.
not Marcus. And you not spending the night. The taxi
My
gonna pick you
girl
up
now
or
damn, I got
something.
the same size shoes as me.
on too.
Keep your boots
Yo,
You
on.
can tell if a
She
motherfucker
wear
got
like
ugly
a
feet through her
We
shoes.
can't
like
go
Yeah, if they
fuck
like
at the
all
same
crunched
time.
up and shit.
Hold on.
You can tell.
What happened?
We can't have two conversations going.
Oh,
He was stating, go ahead.
My girl now wear like a 10.
In men's.
No, I ain't women.
Okay.
That's still big. That's the biggest feet I've ever had. It's like 10 and a half. I think it might be like 10 and a half in women.
Do you play with them?
10. It might be 10.
Like
I
you
think
massage
it's
them
10.
and shit?
Does big matter
Yeah.
even though they pretty? Like it's just a
I don't want no
long-ass-
Sierra ass
A big
feet,
foot can't
but-
be pretty though.
Bigfoot can be pretty?
No.
I mean, I don't want
it
no.
can.
Like, shout out to Sierra. I love her and shit, but I don't want no big ass feet like
That's
that.
like saying
big.
a muscular girl.
It's like
Like she dancing
You
and her
come home
feet just
from
long
work.
as fucking shit. Like, the
she
fuck?
laid out on the bed,
looking
right?
like boats.
But all you see is her feet hanging off the bed. You like, them some big ass feet.
So
Yeah,
you
like-
know how your girl got to run outside and be like, babe, let me slide on your slippers, and they be flopping out. So if she feel the motherfuckers out, it's a turn.
My
on.
girl-
Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
Like, why we got the same size feet?
That's how it is.
That's
for
not
me.
cool.
But
At least,
I don't
at
mind.
least
I
a
do
couple
overall
shoe sizes smaller than mine. I'm with that.
You gotta do for me. I do overall rating. So if you still fine, you got that ass on you.
Yeah.
And the feet
I
still-
don't need the feet no more.
Yeah.
But
See-
if you ain't fine enough,
Have you ever had a
might
girl
need
with a
some
size
calves.
13?
That's a dude.
That's a man.
That's a dude.
Listen, I done been with some Amazons. I done been with females with ugly feet. That's the least of my worries.
Yeah.
As long as your shit ain't blistering and corns and just like I got to get on your ass whenever you try to wear sandals. If it's not to that level, I can care less. I'm not fucking your feet. I'm fucking you. But then I asked this gentleman something else about his feet experience. I
Let's
said,
take it
so you
deeper.
do how they do on the pornos and they oil up the feet and shit and touch on your shit? And he said, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, the feet fucking.
Yeah.
Like they oiled up real nice. She just slide her feet on. You just be like, damn.
And you get aroused.
I
by
never
that.
had that.
That's sexy to me. If you can point your feet and do all that, and they nice painted, and
Even though they
neat,
resemble midget nubs and can just.
it's
No,
all
they don't
about
look like
how-
that.
It's all about
They
seduction,
pretty.
bro.
For who?
Seduction for me.
I
I like
like.
to be
okay.
seduced.
Okay.
I like
Yeah.
the.
You know how
For you,
ballets, they feet point and when
Yeah.
they pole dance.
Ballerinas
they feet
have the
point.
worst feet in the world.
They do, but
Yeah,
I'm
they'll do
saying
that.
how it's seductive, how they
The
move.
posturing.
Exactly, all of that.
Okay.
I can dig it.
I like
I got
the
a
foot
whole-
rubs.
I don't.
Nah, I
I don't
can't
too
wait
much
to-
mind that though.
That shit matters, bro.
It do matter because it's one of the things I factor in, but it's not a deal breaker by any means.
So you taking ass over feet?
Every single time.
Why they can't just have all of that?
No, they can.
You know
but
we
I
the
don't-
same
That's
bloodline. We taking that ass over the feet.
That's ass over everything.
Yeah.
I done had some 6s with that ass, and I'll be like,
I'll take a 6. I will take the lowest I go
for the wife.
For the wife, okay. You gotta be a 5 with some ass.
5, but that's damn near 6 when they got the ass. It boosts them up a little bit.
Yeah. But I ain't really picky like that as far as looks, because like I tell people all the time, how all this shit is lined up on the wall. If I did that with all women, you would think I was a serial killer because they all go look different.
Yeah.
Then when they do the white toes with it too,
that's all.
They get the tiptoeing across your motherfucking floor and shit. Like, you got the towel in here.
I think that's an all men thing. We don't care about like the purple and the ombres and like we just like the white toes.
I don't give a fuck.
The French tips.
As long as they neat, they ain't chipping. Brown toenails,
when I heard
get the
Boosie
fuck
say
out.
That, I was like, yeah.
All that shit.
Brown toenails.
Women got brown toenails, nigga.
Oh, you're not talking about the paint. You're talking about
the toenail. I want to see you walking around
here.
I think she be having too much sodium.
I don't know. It's she be
too much sodium.
She eating her berries.
Yeah. pH ain't right. Too much sodium.
Something off. Like brown toenail, that's a turn off.
It reminded me of my grandpa when
like you gotta have nice, neat cuticles, nice feet, soft feet, and when we land in the bed, you rubbing them on my leg and telling me about your day.
So as long as you can rub that soft foot, but when you go to reach for ass, you slapping back spine.
I mean, it's cool. All petite women look good naked anyway.
That's not true.
Unless you anorexic.
That's not true.
Just think about Coley Ray.
Yeah, she that's big.
Like I'm saying, like she ain't got it, but when she naked, you like, where you get that from? Like how you make? He called me big like that motherfucker be like.
I like that.
Hey, don't try to try to expose our personal conversations on the fucking pod.
Fucked you up.
You know what I think about that little skinny weak feet.
Fucked you up, man.
Fuck. I fuck.
And she got pretty feet.
If I was single.
I never dealt with a guy who had a foot fetish, but I have had a guy pour champagne all on my feet and lick it off.
That's a foot fetish.
No, he just basically said he wanted to be able to make me come without actually us having sex. And that was one of the ways that he wanted to do it.
Did it
absolutely
work?
That
did it for you.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Crazy.
So champagne on your toes.
Yeah,
what kind
cold
of
champagne?
It got to be the dry champagne.
Cold champagne. It got to can't come with the warm champagne. It was cold, and it was of course it was the way he poured it. It was. Woo. Next topic.
Interesting.
That's very interesting.
Hey, baby, Google pouring cold Google pouring cold champagne.
Moet.
Sir. Give me that Moet.
Give me that rose.
Hey, you learn something new every day.
For real.
Yes.
Cold champagne.
Yes.
So what's the
he was
main
just like,
topic?
like it was honey.
Like it was honey. And before he let the bottle get all the way empty, he stopped and he was sucking and licking. Like basically, it took a good 30 minutes for the bottle to even be all the way done. It was.
So the bed was just wet?
No, I was sitting on the edge of the bed and I had like my feet out. It was something nice.
The champagne was on the floor?
Mm-hmm. Nobody worry about that.
It's something about messy that I do not like. Like when girls be like, I got the whipped cream. I'm like, who gonna clean that up?
Me. I'm cleaning it up.
You did
it
that.
ain't supposed to get messy.
Every little bit.
I'd be more excited about the food you gonna make me after.
After.
Sex. I don't give a fuck about including shit.
I love all of the
What's
above.
up with that ribeye? That should be fucking marinating while I'm in here clapping your cheeks. I don't give a fuck about bringing
It's
shit.
supposed to be doing what?
Marinating. I don't care. I don't gotta bring nothing in here. I got the food for you. Summer sausage.
Okay.
Come get it. That's all.
All right.
What am I eating after this?
But I like to.
I'm a before and after type
Before we
of
get
nigga.
off the foot thing, I will say that they can't be stank little feet, pretty feet though. It's a lot of little feet that be in them little flats and shit, in leather and all motherfucking day sweating, and you talking about they hurt and go get your little funky little ass in the shower.
What about them ones that be changing colors, like the bottom of the feet? They be black and shit. Y'all ever seen that?
Oh,
No, we talking about women. We ain't
foot.
talking about.
Oh, you talking about the dirty? You
That's a
talking about
dusty foot.
Shout out to the dusty foot.
Dusty feet. Please don't bother me.
Dusty.
So Greg, since it seemed like out of all the guys here, you seem to be the one with the foot fetish. I know Perry has one as well, but I ain't gonna ask him. outside of your current situation, have you ever ran into a situation where, with your foot fetish, somebody's feet was either ugly or was stinking, and you was kind of like, let me go get in the car and go?
Yep. I had a chick, and her feet was, they wasn't. They wasn't.
They wasn't feeding. They wasn't
But
feeding
she
right.
had ass though.
Okay.
But I was young.
So what you do? You
My motherfucker hit it every now and then. He didn't split it.
But
just
you
be like,
can
damn,
wife it,
man, I
right?
hated it.
I didn't know it was. I knew it wasn't gonna work because it was just like I just couldn't get past the feet thing. I knew I was mentally checking out because it was just turn me off because she would say her feet hurt a lot. She kicked the motherfuckers off. I'd be like it's just a foot just sitting on my lap.
What you
no
do,
polish.
What do you do if the sex is lit and her feet weak, but
Right,
she's
good
overly
question.
aggressive? Like, suck this motherfucker. Just set
See,
it right on
there's
your
nothing I
shoulder.
can do about that. But if I'm gonna be seductive,
gonna be in your
Are you
mouth?
gonna suck
I'm gonna
it?
bite it.
suck what?
If she say suck these toes aggressive,
Bite that motherfucker.
like I just did. on
I'ma
you,
think
what
it's
you
a
gonna
red.
I'm
do?
not sucking no feet. I don't want to suck.
What you gonna do?
I ain't
I'ma bite
gonna
it.
suck 'em.
Tell me the way out of it.
Huh?
Bro,
Yeah, how you get out of that?
Greg,
You ever like just think
Bite
about
it.
being hung over a banister and you gotta get the fuck up off me like that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I'm doing.
But what if
it.
you
I'm
love her?
turning shit- Huh?
I'm
if you love
biting
her?
it.
I
So
don't
you
think
still gonna put it up in your mouth?
can't-
Like if she
love ain't gonna
forcing,
get me there.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm biting, bitch.
if I'm shallow a little bit.
That's
So
crazy.
my girl now, she has everything that I want as far as like pedicure toes, manicure hands, all of that
Shout out to her.
for sure. And then she got the small feet with it, so that matters. Girls before, they had big feet, pretty feet. You know what I'm saying? Wide feet, flat feet, but
Yeah.
pretty.
What
Yeah.
y'all
You know
saying?
what I'm saying? So all that shit matters to me. I hate flat feet too, though.
I ain't trying to put my Brody on blast here, but my sister told me how you got that fetish.
Shit real.
I
You
did,
doing that
yeah.
thing?
It's,
Shit real.
You be doing that thing?
yeah.
I was at the nail shop with Brittany, and she called Perry on the phone and said, "What color should I get my toes?" And I asked her, I said, "Why you calling him and ask him?" "Oh, he loves sucking on my toes."
P, let him go, bro.
That shit,
That shit
that's
drive him
a turn-on.
crazy.
We done deep dove into feet too goddamn long.
Drive him crazy.
It's time to get to the main
That should have been the main topic.
I wish the
The
next
main
topic was ass.
topic is bitter baby mamas.
Something wrong with my mic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Something
Yeah.
wrong with my mic.
That's how we feel. You know what I'm saying?
Something wrong with my
Wah,
mic.
wah, wah.
Listen, we are going to be discussing this topic based on personal experiences.
Personal.
Yeah.
We will not be
Personal.
using anybody's names or bashing anyone. Whatever is about to be said is a fact.
Experience.
And
Ain't
if
no
you
bash.
know, you know.
Ain't no bash and no name dropping. And y'all be trying to put 2 and 2 together and shit.
You
Every time women try to put 2 and 2 together, they get 64.
Don't even know what the fuck they be talking
No, a
about.
real woman gonna get 4.
You gonna get 4?
A real woman gonna get 4. I don't know where 16 came from.
Man, listen.
It sounds like it's a lot of them running around though.
A lot of what?
The real ones.
I can't speak on that.
I can't.
Now, we going to give 2 different sides of the spectrum because, fortunately, Perry as well as Greg, they are blessed enough to not had to deal with any type of severe, extreme baby mama issues such as me and my cousin have had to.
in the
you say?
past,
What'd you say,
in the
B?
past, I used to go through it, but everything
Elaborate.
straight
We're
back.
talking
But-
about situations though.
Oh yeah, like
Respectfully elaborate.
running out of town without telling me, like living out of town, and I'm like, where's my daughter? Like I called for weeks and weeks. I'm like, okay, this shit not making no sense now. Where is she? So then they finally tell me. Then sooner than later, she'll finally come back to Milwaukee and stuff. But that was like when she was younger, like
Yeah.
almost 1 year old and stuff. So I can honestly say 12 years. It's been cool.
That was dope. That's super, super dope.
That's what's up, bro.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Because we're going to start off with love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's starting off, he's showing love
Yeah.
and respect.
Mhm.
So, Greg, you know what I'm saying?
Let's hear it.
I mean, shit, it's alright. It's alright. Motherfuckers got their days, but at the end of the day,
Co-parenting.
we know how to make sure that my son is good. So I have no worries. She's a great mom. She do what she gotta do. We good with Grayson. Ain't no extra shit. So.
Salute,
Salute.
Marcus.
Me, on the other hand, I have not been as fortunate as these two gentlemen that just spoke before me.
And I so hate it.
They have witnessed everything that I've had to go through with my oldest daughter's mom. The bashing on social media that I could do, the different negative things I could say, I choose not to do it because at the end of the day, that's not helping the situation at all. I'm not one of those people that like to put their drama out on social media and stuff like that, but I am beyond an excellent father, and any woman that was privileged to have a child by me should want me to exercise the rights of my fatherhood at mine as well as their convenience for the sake of the child. And I have not been granted.
I vouch
that.
for you, bro. I'm being a great father.
Oh, the streets know. That's what I'm known for. And truth be told, in Milwaukee, I'm going to go out and say it. Like, I don't give a fuck what none of you niggas or bitches really think. But I was one of the main people to make being a dad cool. Like, way back 11 years ago. Like really having your kid and being a hands-on dad. Like, before me, like, a lot of niggas, you wouldn't even know they had kids. You would never see pictures of them or nothing. Like, I'm a big part of starting that way.
Oh, shout out to myself, too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really did that shit.
Those nurturing programs.
It's just, it's unfortunate when you have turmoil in a relationship and the child comes from that relationship and you have to deal with the backlash of the issues you had in the relationship versus having any issues because of your parenting or lack thereof. And it's just been an unfortunate situation. There are civil moments, but the things I have to go through to get those civil moments and proper correspondence and cooperation, I shouldn't have to go through those things. But no matter what obstacles that are set forth, who can hear me?
They said they can't hear
The
you.
streets.
Streets can't hear you.
The streets can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. But no matter what obstacles are set forth as far as that, is never going to discourage me from being a father. That's why, like, the older generation of men that say, oh, your mama ain't let me used to do this and that, like, you was just a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just was a man that didn't stand on no principle.
Right.
Because there's no female that's going to stop a real father from taking care of their child. You want to move, I'm moving too.
Right.
I can go in that school the same way that you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to be in your child's life, you can force your way into that. Like, so I don't be trying to hear that shit.
And go to jail about it.
Yeah.
Like, why you got a stopping point?
You got to stand for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's times where, like, my oldest daughter, mom, she had me willing to, like, I was ready to throw my life away over shit that she did in regards to my child, but I was smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, now that my daughter is getting older, she just turned 11 last week. Happy birthday, Morgan.
Happy belated birthday, Morgan.
Amen.
So it's just super duper frustrating and challenging, but the older she gets, the more she's going to see, you know what I'm saying? But I always make sure when I have her, I'm letting her know, this is the correspondence I have with your mom trying to reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I show her, like, this is the times I tried to call you. This is your phone. I'm coming in your phone to show you where she blocked my number from your phone. You know what I'm saying? And she's to that age, and she always be like, I know daddy, because she know the type of dad I am. You know what I'm saying? So, but of course, she don't never want to talk down on her mom. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it don't do shit but hurt the child, because it leave her confused and fucked up in the middle. Like, damn, every time I'm with my dad, it's nothing but good shit, but my mama don't be letting me fuck with him like that based on nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? There's just something that I've grown to realize that I'm just gonna have to deal with. I got 7 more years. Well, really, once a kid is like 15, you too much don't got to deal with the other parent and shit. But the experience with my youngest daughter's mom has been
Outstanding.
Nothing short of a dream. Like, I took my time
That's what's up.
and hand selected and waited and made sure that that was the type of person that would let me be the father that I am, regardless of if we had broke up, you know what I'm saying, or anything. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I've been with plenty stand-up women that had the right to be a bitter, bogus ass BM, and they was letting horrible fathers get chance after chance. Like, are you serious? Like, he didn't call my son for a whole year, but he called and said that he wanted him, so I'm gonna let him. And that's real. You know what I'm saying? Because they not stopping that shit.
That's their job.
The ones that's bitter and mad and don't want you to be in your child's life, I think it's something deeper. It's an issue within themselves.
It's all, to me, it's always saltiness. Like, I feel like a mom's in a baby daddy, baby mama situation. As the child's mom, your job is to mother. You don't step into the other side and tell me how to parent, tell me how to father. If it don't add up to the day you agree with, then I can't get the baby for 2-3 weeks, 2-3 months. You know what I mean? Like I think a lot of times, at least in this city, I see it a lot, where the woman is overstepping her boundaries and trying to make you the parent that they want you to be, which really be rooted and make you the man that they want you to
wish
be.
You would have been for them.
For them. And that's what it always is. It's like, I only want to do the dad shit. And I want to dad the way that I dad. You don't get to tell me what days I can dad or the times I can. You know what I mean?
Right.
My shit is based on me.
Exactly.
I had enough examples of good and bad growing up to where I got this.
Right.
Like, you know, I don't need your help or your punishments for, like, you. I'm blocking you for a week.
Right.
What's that do for the child?
Right.
Nothing.
Absolutely.
Like,
nothing at all, but piss off the child and make them confused.
Right.
And shout out to that movie Fatherhood, Kevin Hart.
Oh, it was very good.
I didn't watch it yet, man. I plan on watching it.
It's dope.
Very
Two
good.
Gonna make me cry?
I cried 4 times.
You is.
I'm gonna cry.
crazy.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's good.
Oh shit.
I gotta
You
finish
gonna
it.
cry? What's y'all signs?
Ain't
Y'all mind me
nothing
asking?
wrong with real niggas
Capricorn.
crying.
Sagittarius.
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Cancer.
Yeah, you gonna
Oh
cry.
yeah,
then.
Team
I'm a
Cancer,
Scorpio and I
July
cry.
5th. Woo woo.
If I can shed a little bit of light on the situation, like I did tell y'all, I don't have any children, but shout outs to both my sisters, Brittany and Queen. They both are wonderful mothers. They both are married. If I want to shadow off of anything, I would say I agree with everything you guys have said. If I was in a situation, I would feel like I would want to co-parent the best for my child. Even if we did emotionally break up and have a bad breakup, the interest of the child is what's important. And kind of like what Marcus said, with his daughter being 11, she's at the age at this point where she knows who's doing wrong and who's doing right.
Yep.
And what people don't understand is you think it's cute to, kind of be this bitter baby mama, but the child eventually gets, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then they tend to figure out who the problem was.
Yep.
And I think that women they forget about how they're making their child feel because they're so strung out on making the dad feel away.
Yes.
When more than anything, the dad done moved on with his life and don't care about you, but you're hurting your child at this point.
And in
That's
reality,
what really
it's
hurt.
going to hurt
Exactly.
the mothers more in the long run once the child get older.
Cause that child gonna feel away. It's been times where I done busted my baby mama house. Like, it just been too long. Like, it ain't a cop or your mama or there ain't gonna be too many people that's gonna be able to stop me. Y'all gonna have to look me in my eyes and say the shit and be able to do something about it. I'm about to go in my son's room and spend some time with him. If you ain't gonna let him out the house,
What else can I fucking do?
Yeah, it's been time. I go to a school. It was a minute where it was some months where I'll go to a school and just spend the day up there.
Yeah.
And she'll do stuff like tell them we going through court to get a restraining order so that I'm not allowed to come back to the school.
And that's so sick. I never got, especially the moms that didn't have a dad growing up.
Right.
Like, why are you trying to do the same thing that
Perpetuate the
hurt
cycle.
you and got you to this point?
Yes.
Like, you don't want to break this chain. Like, it's sick. Like, if me and you, if I haven't touched you in over a decade, we shouldn't have no quarrels.
Right.
At all. I'm a great father. I'm never about to do anything to my child to put them in harm or any of that. Why would you have an issue with that at all?
Right. Even a present father. If you didn't even have a present father,
Right.
who are you to tell a kid they can't at least you might not agree with the way I parent. You know what I mean? I might do things you don't like, but
then you gotta watch out for the stepdads. Like they be crazy, putting their hands on your kids and shit.
Right.
Like that'll make me go crazy.
Me and you as a mom, if we're not on good terms, how do you expect me to trust your judgment with this nigga around my daughter without me even being on good terms with you?
Right.
You hate me so much, I don't know what type of sick shit that you would
might
let
be
go
on the same
you know what I'm
thing.
saying? Now, I'm not saying that for mine, but I'm just saying, like, in general, that's like a thought process, because it's some baby mothers out there that literally hate their child just because
it might look like the dad.
It looks like the dad, reminds you of the dad. So whatever goes on with that child, I don't give a fuck. If somebody touch them, nah, they didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Just hurtful, deep-rooted, sick shit because you pressed over a nigga or the fact that shit didn't work out.
Right.
And that's fucked up.
On some Steve Wilkos shit.
And that's why the key word is bitter, because that's exactly what they are. And it's for them to work on themselves. It's just unfortunate that I feel like a lot of men, you know, they willing to get in bed with anybody. And anybody you lay down with, I don't care how tight the condom on, it's a possibility that can be your baby mama.
Facts.
So when you sit around and you think it's cute, or you got all these bodies on you, or you fucking this chick, that chick, you doing all of that, and then now she calling you saying she pregnant, you probably don't even like her no more. So now y'all trying to co-parent, and she childish, but you didn't know she was childish. You used to be trying to fuck her,
and you didn't even like her after the nut. Really,
you didn't like her when you was finna nut.
You know why? Because she had ugly feet.
Every time I think
they go right back down.
Remind you.
He hit the elevator all the way to the basement.
But with my girl, I don't know a lot because my daughter is not my biological daughter, and it's stuff that her dad do that I don't all the way agree with, but I don't allow my girl to go into baby mama mode still.
Yeah, I be on that same shit. Like I had like real deal smoke with this nigga, and like when she be like, well, he did this and I don't feel like I should let them go. Let them kids go.
Ain't got nothing to do with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just like they ass is gonna see that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Now if he pull up at the house with some that's different. But if he just want to see his kids,
and that happened,
I'd never be the one to stop that. And
I handled that. And after I handled it that one time, it didn't happen again. It's like, bro, like don't come over here with that bitch shit. Like, whatever type of nigga you might have thought that I was or heard that I was, like I'm totally different from that. So like, you stay in your space. I understand your children are here, but that's why as a man you should be able to talk to the other man. Always. Like, you're a weird, lame fuck nigga if you don't want to meet the nigga that's in your kid's house with them every fucking day.
Shout out to my daughter, stepfather James.
Weirdo ass nigga. Like,
my pops and my step pops, like, they shoot pool together. Like my pops used to come by and pick me up, and they'd just shoot pool together upstairs. Or when they out, my dad would come up here and visit, and he'd see my step pops out.
I feel like the older generations understood that it take a village to raise a child.
It does, and that's where we fell at. That's where we fall at.
Be thinking this beef just because I happen to be the next nigga that the woman you had kids with.
You knocking that shit.
With.
That's the problem.
You fucked up.
You knocking what he was knocking, and he know how good it is, and that's why he mad.
You saw it,
absolutely.
Listen,
you mad at yourself.
I tell niggas you don't qualify to be my op. Like, I don't take you that serious.
Right.
Like,
it got to be mutual.
You got to pay to beef with me.
Yeah.
You ain't got enough money to do that.
Like, that shit
I was a stepdad
light.
for 3 years. Shit. So.
Shout outs to the stepdads as well. Happy Father's Day to y'all as well.
I was a stepdad for 4 years, and that shit is a serious task. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
And it's fucked up how things end. You know what I'm saying? Like, the relationship can end and be so toxic to the point where you can't maintain the relationship with that child.
And it's different being a stepdad to a little girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the boys, you can like, come on, let's play the game. Let's go outside. Let's do this. But a little girl, you like... Like,
and with a girl, you got to tend to kind of play the fence because of sexual abuse and all of that. You can't really be like, let's, let me put you in the tub.
Right. Like that. Like, so you got to be like,
Yeah.
And when her dad around, it was cool. She didn't make it awkward, but she was happy to see me when he was there, and I was just be like, like, okay, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Like, but her and my niece was real cool at one point, so that's what I did to balance it out.
And the way it is now, like, the kids really fuck with their dad, and that works in my favor. So he don't have to feel awkward, like I'm 14. like I'm trying to step into his role and do anything. Like, I got my own kids, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just here as a bonus dad to help out, you know what I'm saying? But I'm never trying to
step on your toes,
make another man kid call me daddy or none of that weird shit. Like,
because you know how to feel if it was vice versa.
As far as what?
Step kids calling you dad.
If they do it on their own,
if they
it's
choose
cool.
to up on their own after a significant amount of time, then fine. But like, if it's like the first year and they like, dad, I'm be like I would tell the parent, like, I'm not comfortable
with your child.
How do you all feel about stepdads disciplining your children and vice versa?
I'm not going for that.
Yeah,
I am an active.
I never had to.
I'm not in prison
to discipline them, but I definitely I took stuff away.
You're talking about physical though, right?
Right, physical.
Yeah. I ain't hitting no kids.
Like, I'll take some shit. I'll put you on punishment.
They wrote me letters like, Greg, I'm sorry, I made you mad. Like, they did stuff like their mama made them do stuff like that. Like, she whooped them. Yeah. You know, like the daughter, she didn't call me dad, she called me stepdad. Like, she was, as soon as I come to the door, stepdad. Like, it'll be that. So, but I didn't discipline them at all. Like, I just take stuff from them. Like, no, y'all can't go outside today. Right. You know, I didn't do that.
Right.
They wasn't gonna go because that's what I said.
Right.
They didn't disrespect me or nothing. Like, it was cool.
Yeah, throughout my years, I've never put my hands on anybody's child.
Yeah. I don't believe I'm not doing that.
My size and my voice alone scare a kid. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's
I don't
all
need
it
to do
takes,
nothing
really.
else.
Yeah.
And that goes back to, that's why the dad should act like they got some fucking sense.
Right.
And get to know the other male, so I could text you and say, hey, bro, your daughter over here wilding out, she's saying this and this and that to me, so you think you can holler at her next time you get her.
Yeah.
But if you such a hop-ass nigga and you just
I can't even tell you that.
See me as an enemy, I can't even say nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now
I know that shit got to be irritating.
BM to whoop her ass, even though you coming to her as a dad probably would have helped more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I discipline my baby, but she ain't I ain't never put no hands on her. I feel weird about her. You know what I mean? Hitting, like, that's somebody else's kid. That's weird.
And they don't even really take all that.
Yeah, because you got to think, like, what if
kids
another nigga was doing that? Like, I'm trying to kill you.
Exactly.
Don't. But shit, nigga, my stepdad whooped my ass. I got 3 whoopings in one day.
You
from
was
him,
a boy though, in the time.
My mama and my dad pulled up. Like, it was like,
right,
damn.
Right, yeah.
And that was like real love. Like they overdo it now.
And he cried. He got teary-eyed every time he whooped me. He never wanted to do it, but my mama said I needed it. I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a man, a force, like, because it wasn't gonna be the same.
Was your dad around?
Yeah, hell yeah. But I was living there, and I was going to respect my mom.
I don't agree with that, though.
Yeah, I think if your dad is around, you got to call him.
But like you said,
I did it, though.
That was a different era. Like, it was out of love.
But these niggas that's in our age group and younger are fucking weirdos.
Like,
you know
killing kids,
right.
all types of shit.
That's why him and my dad were close.
They had a relationship, 2 real niggas.
So that makes sense.
That's
you know
close.
what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that's like different.
Shout out to Damon and Big Greg.
It's like your uncle whooping you then. Like, I got to respect my uncle whooping
right.
Like, I was around men, so I definitely understood. It wasn't man, he hit me, man. Like, I wasn't going to my dad and telling him because, I mean.
Y'all remember the Weak Link?
No.
The Weak Link? Terrence now? Y'all remember that shit?
You do.
Who was Terrence then, bro?
Terrence is Marcus' stepdad, but they used to always talk about the Weak Link.
Oh.
Greg's stepdad, and I think it was like one of their other cousins.
I think maturity.
Oh, they had a little gang or something, or it was a clique or something.
Yeah,
I don't know it, but I know they
called themselves the Weak Link.
I think it was something like that, but I just remember the Weak Link.
Stunner. If you watching this, Stunner, what was that like click you Terrence and them had? Like, what was that?
The Weak Link or something.
Weak as hell.
Yeah. We got to do, as a community, we got to do better with that, man. Like, you know what I mean? We not involved enough in our kids and other people's kids' lives. Like, the adults don't adult like they used to.
No, because they was young. They were young adults, so now they they making up for what they missed out on, so they don't care about
these kids now. They have no fear of like other grown-ups. Like they just fear like they mama and daddy.
They grown too.
And barely.
Grandmas ain't grandmas. The grandmas are younger now. They're like, I know they my kids. I raised mine.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't catching grandma like you used to. Like we was with great grandma fam.
Yeah.
I was with Big Mama a lot. Like you can't do that now. Like so that's why they just don't care. Like all these after school programs that we can have these kids in and doing stuff like that.
The bottom line though, like you bitter ass women, like y'all need to just realize that if you have an active good father that's really trying to instill morals and values into his child, let him. I don't care. Because
no matter what you do, you're not going to stop them.
Right. No. I don't care if I fucked your mama. That don't have nothing to do with you letting me raise my child. Yeah. Like, say,
damn, the mama?
Mama. It don't matter.
Me be mad. Like, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to raise my child.
Right. It don't got nothing to do. They be trying to mix. They be trying to mix the breakup and the relationship that they got with you.
Yeah.
In with the
saying stupid ass shit like, why would I let you deal with my child? You weren't even loyal to me. Like, bitch, shut up.
Right.
You didn't come out of my balls. I don't give a damn about you.
That's my nut. Like, that's my baby.
Yeah.
Rufus, they don't be knowing where your daddy should be worried about you, not me.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You gotta understand that it's not. When I broke up with you, I just broke up with you.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it. Broke up with you
no matter what I got going on after that, I'm still gonna be
the father to my
child's
kid. Father.
Exactly. No matter what.
There's nothing you can do.
So you better start respecting me because they gonna have to respect me too. So you might as well get in line.
Let me tell y'all else something, idiots. We working as a union and a partnership. I'm going to help you accomplish things more, and you're going to help me accomplish things more if we work together.
Oh my God.
With our child.
Oh my
so
God.
That goes to compromise. If you got to go into work or go hustle and catch a quick ass bag, and we need to be on good terms where you could just drop her off. But if you want to be a petty, bitter ass baby mama,
come on now,
and don't never want to let me get her. So Marcus, I need her to go catch this money. It's 5 G's on the line. 5 G's that batch. I don't care,
man.
Because you not you listen, you ain't no player and you not doing shit the way that you should be.
Right.
When you realize I'm not your enemy and that we technically are family, at least for 18 years, you get with the program and you gonna benefit way more. And that's just the truth. Man.
Do y'all think it's such thing as bitter baby daddies? I know the topic is I was just shadowing because I done seen situations now where I'm like,
it's a lot, man.
What? It's in his feelings at this point, ain't even about the kids. I think I done ran across more bitter baby daddies than baby mamas.
Baby daddies.
Yeah, like childish niggas where it's like you ain't really know.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I feel y'all.
Listen,
yeah, maybe because you a man.
Listen, I seen niggas literally stop messing with their kids as a whole because they can't smash the mama.
Exactly, or because it's a new nigga in the mama life.
Prime example, old girl who I used to smash way back in the day. You remember her baby daddy watched through the peephole, watched me doing what I do with her. Popped up, knocked on the door. No, he had a key. He came in the house. They was totally broke up.
I remember.
He had a gun up in the house. So he came in, went straight to the gun. The nigga, he came back up in the room. I'm putting on my shit and I'm just like looking at him. He like, I ain't even know nothing with you, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I love this bitch. And we got kids.
He loved
together.
this bitch.
I'm like, dog. I'm like, this is the lamest shit I ever seen. I'm like,
so he was watching you pound town.
Yes, he stood there the whole time because we heard the keys and shit, and I'm in my bag, so I'm not really thinking about the shit. And as soon as I finished, the key turn. I'm like, dog, you need to put that gun up. He like, I'm just saying, bro, because you big and I ain't trying to fight with you. I said, nigga, you barged in here. I'm obviously in here having pleasure. I'm having my way. You hostile. I'm not.
At the end of the day, I would have had to call his bluff because a real nigga not finna pull no gun out and not do nothing with it.
I called his bluff.
So you trying to show me something, but you ain't really showing me nothing.
As soon as I said that, he put the gun up.
Yeah.
Like,
At least he was respectful and let you finish, though. I'd be more mad that you didn't let me finish.
He was a player for that.
Yeah, that's player.
Shout out to him.
Probably taking some notes.
Because nobody want to get the nut scared out of him.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like, ooh.
Yeah,
You
can't enjoy that one. That
motherfucker
motherfucker.
be playing.
Damn, man.
Damn, I wanted
Bitch ass
Set
nigga.
that little ass asleep.
like, no, dog.
Fucking loud ass kid. Look at my shit.
Come on.
Straight up, dog.
Oh, my life. That's what happens. You spending at somebody's house and shit. You hear a bump you ain't normally hear. Like, oh, damn, that's the kids playing.
Yeah,
like,
don't
A bump
scare-
ain't gonna stop me, though.
Don't scare my
yeah,
nut
yeah,
back
you
in.
can. Yeah, I gotta enjoy that.
I gotta release that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
respectful, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, but people just need to stop being bitter, period. Like,
Yeah.
it's lame. Like,
Right.
co-parenting can be such a smooth transition and transaction all together. Like,
It can.
communicate, be respectful,
It can.
stop being bitter. Go
Yeah.
find you a nigga. There's millions of them. You know what I'm saying? Have you a million more babies. Do whatever you need to do to make you happy, other than being a bitch to the real dads that's trying to handle that shit.
What I do feel like, though, is that the conversation get changed a lot, but when I got deep into the baby mama, baby daddy game, is when I realized why is so many dads not around. Like, dads should be around, you know what I mean, for in 100%. But when you putting a nigga through the ringer, it's gonna be some that give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out of 100
It's
dads,
not made. It's not made for the weak.
it's not made
It's
for
not
the
made
weak,
for
so
the
I
weak.
can understand it, because anybody can bust a nut and make a baby.
Right.
But everybody can't be present every single day like they supposed to. It's only a select few that's gonna be able to do that. That's why you can't be battling as parents like that. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta work together, because when you put people through the ringer like that, it be like, bro, if you ain't let him see his kid for a month, he probably turned back into a single nigga.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like he
That boy
probably
pod
falling he falling back on old behavior, because you
ISO.
took the baby from him.
Set that pig, Greg.
Man, for real now.
Throw that shit up, P.
You
Hey,
throw it up.
you gotta work. It's both sides, but as the primary parent, it's more your place to allow the other one to come in and do everything. Because when you doing that hiding and you can't get them this week because you came late last week, like shit like
Lame
that.
as fuck.
It's like, fam, it's the average nigga would have gave up 2-3 years ago. You know what I mean? I'm still here today
Motherfucker
doing
would
the
have
same
definitely
shit.
quit 10 years ago.
I seen multiple of my own
in my
niggas
case. Yeah.
completely give up, and it'd be weird to see, but it'd be like, bro, I know what he went
If
through
I see a
too,
nigga
like,
give up, I cannot be your nigga no more.
yeah, we can't be close
Yeah.
no more though.
All right, well, leave us with a final thought. It's time to get up out of here, man.
Man, final thought. What's a
Before
final?
Before we get
Final-
out of here, can I just say shout outs to all three of y'all for having this podcast. It's good to see three black men doing something productive.
Hey, appreciate
Shout
that.
outs to you as well, Bobby Jr. I just really feel like this is really good to
Thank
be
you,
able to
sis.
watch and be a part of. I appreciate being here, and just salute to all three of y'all.
Appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Appreciate
We
it. Appreciate it.
definitely
Appreciate it.
Enjoyed you and your perspective. You know
Thank
what
you.
I'm saying? We appreciate y'all for viewing, you know what I'm saying, and seeing what's up with us.
It's time to get to
Thank
that
you.
Bucks game, man.
Yeah, it's time.
BT
to watch
Awards.
the Bucks. Peace
Bucks
out,
and
y'all.
5.
Bucks in 5.
That's still recording. So. Brothers, keep that in mind.
That's crazy. She can come anytime.
Yeah,
Anytime.
dope ass guest.
y'all a perspective every time.
Yeah.
That's true.
Y'all can't have three men up here saying, "Fuck these bitches."
No, sometimes it need to be a full
No, I agree.
testosterone.
I agree.
Testosterone driven podcast where we just getting our shit on.
I ain't gonna say nothing, but they was doubting me at first and shit. They
They
was
was doubting
nervous. Yeah.
I never met you, so I was like, I hope she ready for the pod for real, P.
Oh, I'm a
I
true
never
Scorpio.